It's official. That's right. The beaches are open and your boy Jay looks like he is the first one back, as promised. Today I want to talk to you about how things are getting ready to reopen, okay? We've heard it, on the news, like how states are opening, parks are opening, beaches are opening, and all these things that have been closed because the whole entire coronavirus thing are now open. So we're able to get back to life, right? And enjoy these things. You know what? I'm at the beach today and I'm able to enjoy it. I'm allowed to do it, so therefore I am going to do it. But is that right? There's nobody around me right now. I'm not around a group of people. I'm still using wisdom. I'm still using understanding, because inside the word, inside the playbook, it talks about above all things gain wisdom and understanding. Guard them around your neck. Let them be the principal thing that you hold on to here in life. Meaning that you need to still practice making wise decisions even though you're allowed to do certain things. You see, if I went to the beach today and there was a million people here, there was people all over the place, I'm probably not going to get out of the car. Now, is that me acting in fear? Oh my goodness, man, like Justin, you say you're covered by the word, you're covered by the blood, problems, you always talk about Psalms 91. Are you really practicing what you preach? Are you walking in and talking it? Yes, I'm covered by the blood. Yes, I meditate on Psalms 91. And yes, there may be 1,000 people falling around me and he's still going to be there, to where he's not going to allow me to drop, but I'm also going to use the word as a whole. Now, it doesn't mean you live in fear. And I don't think it's good for us to be in the house all the time, because that can make us sick too. We have to get sunshine. We need to be connected to the earth. So on your journey, when you hear in the news, you're allowed to do something. Guess what? You're allowed to go to the mall, okay? There's gonna be a lot of people at the mall for the most part. Are you gonna wanna run out to the mall and be around a ton of people in this time? You don't know how they've taken care of their bodies, their minds, their spirits. And at the end of the day, you don't want to put yourself in a position to lose. You want to always have victory. You want to become the best you possibly can. You want to make the best choices you possibly can. Like today, I'm making a good choice. I'm at the beach. I'm getting sunshine. I haven't gotten a lot of sunshine. That's why I look a little pale right now. I'm getting grounded. I'm taking in fresh air. I'm able to possibly even take a swim, which I probably won't do yet. But what I'm trying to tell you is, please pump the brakes. There's going to be a lot of things opening, and there's a lot of people that are going to run out there, and they're going to be the guinea pigs, unfortunately, because you're going to see that a lot of people are going to get sick because they're still not using wisdom and understanding on everything. Just because somebody tells you, hey, listen, you can, doesn't mean you run out and say, okay, you know what? Well, inside the word it talks about, how you should listen to your government authorities. You still want to use common sense. Use wisdom, use what you've learned on your journey, use your intuition, how God's leading you in your spirit. Don't just always react or respond without actually thinking through things. You have to gain that understanding. You have to have that wisdom. Guard it around your neck. Protect it with all you can. Put it inside your heart. Make sure that you don't make a foolish decision and put yourself in a worse situation than you really need to be in. If you can go out to the beach and you can get out here and there's not a lot of people around, look, I'm giving you a total 360 view. There's not a lot of people around here right now, and therefore I believe it's a good decision for me to be here right now, because I'm able to gain some of the benefits that come with going to the beach. I told you, it's very healing, it's therapeutic, it's almost like being in a healthy hospital that's almost like filling you with a lot of good medicine, a lot of good supplements, and your body's just healing and recovering and regenerating and replenishing. It's part of the replenishing process. So please listen to me here. If there's one thing I want you to get out of this message, is understand and have wisdom about what's going on and what you're going to be allowed to do here pretty soon. And you know what? Maybe you're in a position to where you're not allowed to do things. You don't have to run out there, be a fool and be an idiot. A lot of people that are even in the Christian community, oh, you know what? I'm covered by faith. And then all of a sudden they're running out to a bunch of people, getting around big crowds, and then all of a sudden they find themselves in a very unhealthy state. And they're like, man, God, why didn't you, protect me like you said you were going to protect me? You didn't use wisdom. You didn't use understanding. You didn't use common sense, and you probably didn't listen to your spirit. Inside the word it says, let peace rule as an umpire. So please, whatever you do, make sure you have peace about it. Let it be an umpire in your life. Feel you have peace about doing something like going to the park, then you can do that if you have the peace, if God has given you the peace. But please don't be a fool and run out and put yourself in harm's way. Have patience. Patience is extremely important in this situation. You have to have patience because good things come to those who wait. Love is patient, okay? So if you love yourself, you're gonna have patience with your situation. So right now, like, I'm loving myself, I'm putting myself not in harm's way, and you're probably like, well, Justin, why isn't there other people at the beach? Like, if they just reopened it, why aren't they there? They are there, they're just at a particular part of the beach that I don't go to. This is more of a private, secluded beach. And whatever you're gonna be doing, think ahead because you don't wanna put yourself in harm's way. And it kind of sounds like, you know what, Justin, I already know this stuff, but the truth of the matter is there's a lot of people that are not practicing this and they're paying the price for it. So we're gonna go back to the house and we're gonna finish up this message here on JDS Live. But I wanna let you guys know that I love you. Thanks so much for being a part of this YouTube channel. Once again, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing today. Like I said, we're always focusing in on being the best we possibly can. It's not just about the physical where we're taking a bunch of protein shakes and working on our muscles all day long. That's easy. Anybody can do that. I mean, I went from being small to being big. We do that too here on this channel. We be focusing on the physical, but also we focusing on more important things like the mental and the spiritual. I've seen people that are extremely strong, got all the muscles in the world, that are physically big, but they don't have the mental strength and they don't have spiritual strength, and before they end up falling in different matters in their life, and all those muscles are not going to be there to help them in those particular situations. So please share this with a friend that needs to hear this. There's a lot of people that need to hear this message. And then comment in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this video, if you agree or don't agree. Maybe you have different thoughts. Like, I do agree, I don't agree, I do agree, I don't agree. That's all I would like to hear. And then, like I said, let's go back to the house. I got the last bottle of zinc. He hasn't had zinc in 3 weeks, and he had one actually hidden in the back. I found it, and this whole coronavirus thing going on, zinc is extremely good, but zinc is one of the top supplements I would get for this season. Also, I got myself a multivitamin from Garden of Life, organic, whole food, of course, and then I got some protein, believe it or not. This protein was on sale, got a great deal. Quest is a great brand. 22 grams of protein, got here 75% off. Alright, back from the vitamin store, and the first thing I do is I'll put these products on the counter and I will spray them. I know it sounds kind of crazy, with the solution that I made to make sure that if there's any kind of, harmful toxins on them, that they are being eliminated. But I'm thankful I got some zinc. Really a big supplement guy like I used to be, but from time to time people ask me, Justin, can you make a video on supplements? What should I get? Blah, 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 blah. I would get you some zinc right now. Like, through the house and it just seems like there's more of a process when it comes to everything, right? Have to take off my clothes, clean my body, I hit the sauna, and then also have to wash things down when it comes to like supplementation, and then just like, you just got to be careful with everything you're doing. It's kind of a pain, but it also kind of shows you like how much you really weren't paying attention to these things before, and it helps you to improve in these areas that you might have been lacking. So I really see this as an opportunity to not like be like frustrated, like, oh man, I got to do this, I got to do that, but an opportunity to become even better than we were before. So I want to talk to you about like this redness that I have on my face right now. It's a little peachy because I was out in the sun for a little over like an hour and a half, I would say. I didn't want to overdo it because if I went out in the sun all day long, I would definitely pay the price because I haven't been to the beach in a long time. And that's what we have to remember, like little bit at a time, little bit at a time. You don't want to overdo it too quick, or you're going to be one of those people that's leaving the beach with a full sunburn, if you know what I mean. Don't jump out in public and just be around a ton of people playing football, playing basketball, just being like not wise about what you're doing. Remember, take the word as a whole. Listen to its instructions, understand what it's trying to say, guard your heart, and then also make sure you're practicing wise decisions. Because, you know, for me, I probably was out there about 30 minutes too long. That's why I have this like peachy redness. So I should have probably transitioned in a little bit slower. But guess what? I learned something. Now I'm able to apply this on my next steps in life. And I really want you to get this in your heart, get this in your spirit, this message that I'm trying to get across to you today, that you have to take baby steps when it comes down to everything reopening when it comes to the coronavirus. Don't throw yourself into harm's way or you will pay the price. As much wisdom that you've learned, you know, throughout this entire process of like staying at home, you know, who knows? We could be going through this for a lot longer. We could just be going through this for like another week or two. But no matter how long we're going through this, we just have to make sure that when we get the green light, we take steps cautiously, and we obviously we use faith, and we know that we're guarded and we're protected, but we don't want to be labeled stupid because we just jumped too fast. So hey, listen, do you agree with me right now? Yes? No? Let me know in the comments below. So while I got you on the stream, I just want to talk to you about the few products that I picked up today. I picked up some zinc, and I want to tell you, this was the very last bottle of zinc, okay, that they had. And he said they've been out of it for 3 weeks at the vitamin shop. So I was blessed. I was actually just kind of like digging and navigating through what they had cautiously and carefully. And I saw that they had some zinc, and he's like, oh my goodness, we have one bottle left. He goes, do you want it? I said, absolutely. So I got this. I got it for a great price. Never use this brand. But one thing about supplements that I want you to understand, I used to actually have a really good friend, and he knew everything about vitamins and supplements. He worked for one of the biggest distributors in the entire nation. And he told me, Justin, some of the supplements that you even buy at the dollar store is some of the stuff that you might even see at a higher end brand. It sounds kind of crazy and it's hard to believe, but it's just the facts. Not with every supplement. There's certain supplements that are obviously have a bunch of garbage in them, but there are definitely some supplements on the cheaper end that actually are extremely good for you, and you're getting a lot of bang for the buck because you're buying it for a good price, but you're also getting a good product as well. Another thing I got is I got this Garden of Life multivitamin. Everybody knows Garden of Life is a trusted brand, very good brand to go with. This is something that once a day, and I want to tell you something, I'm going to make a video about this at a later date, but the reason why I don't take as many vitamins and supplements as I used to is because you really throw your body out of balance. You really want to take a vitamin that's going to give you what you need, not something that's going to give you too much, you know, put things in excess. Because if you take, for example, a B12 and all these different supplements that, like, you know, people say, okay, you discrete them and you pee them out. Or the bottom line is you can become out of balance very quickly. And I'm living proof. Once again, like I said, learn from the guinea pig that's made a lot of mistakes, and I've learned I take the recommended amounts. It's a lot better for my body. My body can use what it's needed, store the little bit that needs to store, instead of like overloading my body with a bunch of stuff that it really can't even utilize at that time. And there's no really debate or argument. A lot of people are throwing themselves out of whack because they're taking too much of a good thing, okay? So too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So make sure that whatever you're taking, you've heard it before, it's cliche, but everything in moderation. Lastly, I got myself some Keto Protein Quest, 22 grams of protein, 2 net carbs, and 1 gram of sugar. This one right here was a super bang for the buck. I got it on sale, 75% off. The reason why is they're changing their product packaging and labeling, kind of like we just did with the whole JDS thing. They're upgrading and improving and adjusting their brand recognition just with some new stuff. And he's like, listen, this is 75% off. I was like, listen, I have to get that. So I got this entire thing of quality natural protein for only $11. Justin, I thought you said you don't take a lot of protein supplements anymore. I don't. I take them from time to time, kind of like a protein shake should not be something that you're incorporating multiple times throughout the day. In my opinion, I think people that do that once again are going to put themselves in a position to where like they're just not as healthy as they could or should be. I like to get my sources of protein, fats, carbs from whole natural food, and that's something I really want to be big on promoting on this channel. So if you've ever tried this protein, I don't know, it's definitely amazing. It's a chocolate milkshake. Holy cow, I just had my very first taste of it, as you saw, and it was extremely good. I could probably drink these things all day long. And once again, hardly no sugar. It's really great to break a fast with. And I'm going to tell you, whenever you break a fast, I'll make a video about this once again at a later date. You don't want to break a fast with like high fat. You don't want to break a fast with high carb. You want to break a fast with like lean protein, okay? Lean protein is the way to go when you're breaking a fast. I didn't even check out the fat content on this, even though it's keto. And to be honest, it doesn't have any fat whatsoever. You're supposed to add fat to this, obviously, to make it more keto friendly, but Quest is known as a keto friendly brand. So I really enjoyed it. I liked it, so I got my zinc on. And the reason why zinc is so important in this time, if you have stayed put with me to the very end, I'm going to tell you something that's extremely amazing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming to be. Any of this information that you learned on this video is just information I've learned on my journey that works for me. So if you make any kind of adjustments, please check with your trusted sources first, your doctor, nutritionist, whoever. But when it comes to zinc, okay, Dr. Berg actually had a video on this online. Dr. Berg is one of the biggest YouTube doctors out there, and he was explaining how zinc destroys the coronavirus. The only challenge is getting zinc into the cell, because the cell has a protective covering to kind of like not allow zinc to get in. But if you can somehow shuttle this zinc into the cell, it will destroy any kind of virus, etc. So the greatest thing about zinc, the reason why they're all sold out, is because this whole entire coronavirus thing, zinc by itself can't shuttle into the cell, like you have to get it there. So other drugs that can help the zinc kind of shuttle into the cell, but I am all natural. I like any kind of medications or drugs, as you guys know. So the biggest takeaway today on this JDS live session is we have to be very careful. Please listen to me. Don't jump too fast. I know I've said over and over, but sometimes if I only say it once or twice, oh, I kind of forgot that. But if I drill it home over and over and over, you actually retain it in your mind, in your subconscious, in your heart, and you hold on to it. And when you do, you apply it and you get results. So don't be the guinea pig. Don't be the people out there just saying, oh man, well, they said it was okay, so I did. And then all of a sudden I went around a group of people and this happened. Be wise, be smart. You know, can you talk to people out in public? Yeah, just use that social distancing gap. You know, I was wearing a mask today. I wear a mask. Like whenever I see there's a group of people, boom, mask goes on. If you have not been able to get a mask, JDS Live, we will have these neck gaiters, and they're going to have Psalms 91 on them or the JDS logo. It can't make any claim when it comes to protecting you from the virus, but it will cover the mouth and neck and the nose area. You can put over here and then down. You can put it over your nose. It'll cover your mouth, cover your neck. That's always a good thing. It can't hurt, I would say. So if you'd like to grab one of those, head over to jds.live. Guys, the reason why I do what I do, like I said, I've been doing this for years, all like, you know, just to kind of help people, encourage people, inspire people. But there comes to a point where like I'm hoping that like I can start doing this even more, getting out of my work and business position, start helping and encouraging people full time. That is my goal. That is my dream. That's what I'm believing for. I believe that's what I'm led to do. So if you like to support the mission in any way, remember, you can support by simply, you know, donations, Cash App, PayPal, however you feel led. Buy some merch, buy some hats, buy some cool shirts. We're gonna bring out some beachwear, bring out some cool stuff. You know, the reason why I got rid of my old JDS hats is I just felt like they were dated in a sense. It was an old English JDS. Loved it at first. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but the more time went on, I kept on looking at it and I'm like, man, I own a marketing company. I know a lot about branding. Why in the world is like this of all logos like my logo? So I had to make that change and adjustment. And I believe this is a little bit sleeker, tighter of a look. Like, you know, sometimes we'll have like the JDS that's bigger, smaller. I support the team of like who puts these productions together, myself. Just please, please, please help in any way that you possibly can. I'll try not to mention every single video, but just know that it could help the mission to continue to keep on pushing the word out. I truly believe with all my heart that we're going to inspire, encourage, and bring hope to millions. And we're going to help people physically, mentally, and spiritually. And the reason why I believe that is small amount of people that I've been around so far when it comes to like Instagram, YouTube, etc. They've gotten a lot out of it. I said they've made adjustments. They're doing different things that are helping them on their journey and they're getting results. So if you're getting results, get behind what you believe in. Just like when it comes to things I believe in, whether it comes to churches, ministries, missions, outreaches, groups, I'm always there to support others. But I was told if you don't ask, you won't receive. So I'm asking and believing that we'll receive for what we're doing here. And we're going to start a nonprofit. It's all within the works. So I'm excited, guys. I hope you're excited too. And once again, don't take this as a man. Every time I go to Justin's live streams, I'm going to have to hear about, you know, the merch and this and the other. It's going to be from time to time. I'm not going to drill down your throats every day. It's just something new. Like I said, we put together the new website. So I'm excited about it, right? But thanks so much for joining me on the journey, JDS Live, Walk and Talk Mission, everything we're doing. Like I said, we're going to continue to improve, adjust, and become the best we can. So I want to encourage you that whatever you're doing in life, take this, you see my strong areas, you see my weak areas, and learn from it. We can always learn from people that are doing good things. And sometimes when people are even doing bad things, I'm not a perfect person and neither are you. So at the end of the day, I can learn from you, you can learn from me, and we can help each other on this journey. So invite people to be a part of this exciting mission to become the best. Who doesn't want to become the best they possibly can? Not just for like yourself, not just for your family, not just for your friends, but most importantly for God and what He has planned for your life. I truly believe He has a great plan for all of our lives. You know, I was talking to a pastor friend, last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to let you go. And this pastor was kind of telling me about like what he's going through and the struggles. And I just felt kind of bad because I really didn't feel the sense of like the faith and like the word. Like it was like he was telling me things and it was like kind of robotic. And like I believe when you know the word and like you practice the word and you put faith in the word, it's exciting because you get results. And I didn't feel like he was getting the results because the faith wasn't there. But so I love you guys. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thumbs down, depending on like what you feel. Comment in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this video. And then also, please, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing today and hit that bell button so you can receive a notification every time these videos are posted. We post Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday weekly. That's our schedule, and I'd love to have you on this journey as we continue to become better and better each and every day. We never lose. We either win or we learn. I've learned a lot on this journey. I'm sure you have too. So let's continue to keep on winning together. And even when we quote unquote lose, we're not losing, we're learning. So let's learn and take what we've learned. For example, a little bit too much sun today and become better. Don't jump out there too quick. I believe you'll be making a big mistake. We'll see you for another video here on JDS Live here real soon.